Hey there, I'm Ashton Altieri in Colorado's Weather Center. This is the late morning update for this Tuesday. So over the hot Labor Day weekend, we set records with the heat. Now we're setting cold weather-related records. This morning we dropped to 32 degrees in Denver. That was around 8:30 a.m. That ties for the earliest first freeze on record in Denver. We tied with September 8th, 1962. Pretty remarkable, especially coming off of that hot weekend. 101 in Denver back on Saturday, 93 yesterday. The average first freeze, I'll remind you, isn't until October 7th. That's looking at about 150 years of weather records here in Denver. Last year was the 9th of October. So we're talking freezing weather about a month ahead of schedule. We also have come close to the daily record low temperature for this date. Also September 8th, 1962 at 31. So we've hit 32 so far. I think there's a good chance we'll drop below 32 and at least tie the daily record by midnight tonight. So the daytime highs officially will be in the 40s today because that's where we were back before midnight. The rest of the day will be hovering in the 30s. And then overnight tonight, it's going to be a cold one. Forget about the second week in September. It'll feel like the second week in December with temps in the teens in the mountains and 20s here along the Front Range. Because our first hard freeze is expected tonight, freeze warning is in effect. That starts at 6 p.m., goes until noon tomorrow, and that does extend east all the way to the Kansas and Nebraska state lines. So winter storm warnings up for all the areas shaded in pink. This goes until noon on Wednesday. What we have on there are the official numbers from the National Weather Service, maybe a little higher, a little lower in some cases. 8 to 18 inches down in the San Juan Mountains and the Wet Mountains, east of Pueblo, east of Walsenburg. That's where the highest snow amounts in the state will likely be. Here in Metro Denver, Weather Service number is 9 to 17 inches on that official warning for the foothills of Jefferson, Boulder, and Larimer counties, 6 to 10 down along the Palmer Divide. And then here are the official numbers from the Weather Service for the winter weather advisory for the Denver, Boulder, and Fort Collins areas. I'm guessing they're going to eventually trend these numbers down. 3 to 7 just seems really high. 2 to 7 down around the Springs, Pueblo, that seems reasonable. 3 to 6 inches west of Vail Pass for those western mountains around Vail and Aspen and the Flat Tops. Here is the CBS 4 snow forecast through tomorrow morning. We're going to go with just a couple of inches, mainly on the grass for Metro Denver, rooftops, vehicles as well. Now, again, if you're south or west, you're going to get a lot more. But for most of us, I doubt there's going to be more than an inch or two of accumulation, mainly on the grass, and most of that's going to come tonight. Very cold, though, 29 tonight, 40 tomorrow. Warmer weather finally returning at the end of the week, and a week from today, we could be back at 90 degrees in Denver.